We're in South Miami. It's rocking and rolling day. Jenna Weber, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're at what college?
At Vanderbilt
Okay,
University.
speak up. Act like you love it. Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt University.
They got great football this year.
This year. Mm-hmm.
Baseball?
Baseball was good, yeah.
Really good. They had some people from Westminster a couple years ago playing on that team.
Yeah, they did.
So let's talk about you're a columnist. You're in college. You're fresh. What year are you? A senior?
A senior.
Senior. Looking for a job.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for a job. Keep that in mind. But more important, we'll talk about your track history. Where were you born?
I was born here in Miami.
What hospital?
At South Miami.
South Miami. Okay, just want to know. And who are your parents?
My parents are Randy and Rosanna Weber.
So for you common people, these parents are in incredible shape. In the morning, did you wake up when you're in home? Do they each have their own protein shake?
No, my mom does like collagen in her coffee, and my dad probably does like a Celsius.
Really?
Yeah.
So tomorrow morning, you're going to take a small jog with your dad. How many miles?
10.
10 miles. And is it a round trip or are you going to stop somewhere? What are you doing?
I don't really know yet. I think we're going to try to go from the Grove to like Key Biscayne.
And then stop or come circle? That's like 5 each?
Probably circle back.
All right. So I'm going to ask some tough questions. Elementary school, where'd you go?
I went to Sunset.
Who was your favorite teacher?
Miss Salvat.
Okay. Middle school?
Middle school, I went to Carver.
Who was your favorite teacher? These are important factors.
Miss Castro. I mean, the middle school was a while ago.
Of course, but you remember these people. I promise you, when you get older, you're going to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, you're asking me? Sure. Mrs. Tall, second grade. Third grade, fourth grade, Mrs. Smith. Fifth grade, Mr. Swicky. Sixth grade, Uncle.
Oh my God.
I remember my teachers. Okay, high school.
I went to Riviera, yeah.
Who was your favorite teacher? Top two teachers.
Miss Inez, and Mr. Elman was really helpful for me getting into college.
Okay. You chose Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt, yeah.
What other choices did you have at the time?
Only Vanderbilt.
Wait, no, it couldn't be.
I applied. I applied to FIU. I applied to UM, and I got into both those. And I applied to UVA. I didn't get in there, but I didn't apply to that many schools because I did early decision to Vanderbilt.
Right. Great choice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you live in a dorm? Do you live off campus?
My first 3 years I lived in a dorm, and now I live in an apartment with 2 roommates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you finish, what kind of degree are you getting?
It's going to be a Bachelor in Science or Bachelor of Science in English Creative Writing, and then a minor in Business.
And where do you see yourself in 5-10 years?
Very happy.
That's very important.
Important, and writing and somewhere. I don't know exactly what type of writing. I like journalism, mostly narrative nonfiction.
Are you going to go get a master's degree? Are you planning to get a master's somewhere?
I like the idea of a master's. I want to see what I do in the next few years. I like the idea of the MFA, MBA, and then also a JD MBA would be cool.
So, are you planning to be a lawyer, you said?
No.
Okay, so both your parents are lawyers.
Right.
Did they tell you not to be a lawyer? Did they tell you not to be a lawyer? Did they talk to you about that?
Yeah, all the time.
Which way?
My mom is most in favor of just whatever makes me happy. And my dad thinks that I would be really good at law school. So he doesn't necessarily want me to be a lawyer, but he wants me to go to law school.
Interesting. Well, most lawyers are brilliant writers.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to talk. Can you pop up some stories she's been writing for us? Okay, the first one. This is a very important one. How to cope with your kids when they leave home. Advice from a college student. Let's hear about that column.
Well, I wrote about, in essence, the things that my parents did that were most helpful for me. So I think that a lot of parents, when their kids go off to college, kind of get the messaging wrong with their kids, which is like
what's the worst message you give somebody?
Why are you leaving me? Or it's going to be so hard.
Why are you leaving me?
Yeah, like why are you going so far?
Parents say that?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Or I only have just recently found this out as my friends are graduating, where my plan is to come back to Miami. I love Miami, and my parents are really excited to have me at home. And a lot of my friends who are from different places, from different backgrounds, are telling me like, how could you go home? Like, it's such a failure to go home. You know, my parents don't want me home. And I'm like, that has never crossed my mind. So that was one of the pieces of advice that I wrote, which is like, always welcome your kids home, but don't ask them to be home.
It's a tough call. Some people don't come back to Miami because it's too expensive. Some people don't come home because the grandparents, the parents, the brothers, the sisters. So you have a brother, right?
Yeah, I have a little brother.
How old is he?
He's 20.
I
mean, we're 20 months apart.
20 months apart.
Yeah.
Okay, where does he go to school?
He's at UF.
And what's his major going to be?
He is a finance major.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next story. That's good. They getting advice from a college student. What's the next one we got up there? Okay. Boom. Okay. She's looking at. You just did a story on. You got it? Okay. Move it up a little bit. The meaning of mentorship. Why don't we talk about that?
Yeah. So that was about kind of the different expectations of the biggest skills that are necessary for college, right? So everybody tells you like, be focused on your school life and get good grades and work hard and do things that interest you and make friends and whatnot. And I think that mentorship is something that for me has been really important. And it's something that I didn't really appreciate the value of before I had people who were trying to help me succeed and like help me get jobs and give me advice and things like that.
Now, I see you have a picture of our dear friend Mark Trowridge, a Florida boy, University of Florida. Yeah. How did he help you? What did he talk to you about?
Well, Mark is a good friend of my mom's. My mom, as you know, is involved with the chamber. And Mark has always been very interested about my life, was always like a curious, individual about like the things that I'm up to. And multiple times he's tried to set me up with jobs, has always welcomed me.
He never tried to set me up with a job.
Right? Well, he's a good mentor for me. Offered me, always to come in to the chamber events, to meet people, to introduce me to people. So really, really helpful in that sense.
All right, let's see the next story we got going. I always get you caught off guard, don't I? Okay, Super Bowl, the solution.
This was the weekend of the Super Bowl. It was my dad's idea to write about this, and I'm taking a class in school about Whitney Houston. So
what's Super Bowl and Whitney Houston have?
Well, so Whitney Houston is well known for her Super Bowl performance. I don't remember what year it was in, but it was when
before you were born.
Yeah, long before I was born. And the U.S. had just entered the Persian Gulf War, and her performance was like talked about and analyzed as like this moment of American unity. And
it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And so in my class, we talk a lot about different elements of her life and what she means as a figure in America. And so I wanted to look at like how unifying the Super Bowl is, even though we're very divided right now as a country.
That's fact. As a journalist, if you want, maybe it's tough because the world is 49% one way, 49% the other way. It's very difficult when you write, even when you write local politics, each community is divided. And it's not because Republicans or Democrats, it's just divided. So things like that Super Bowl back then change it, and something else will change it too for us, United States. Okay. You graduate when?
In May.
May. You looking for an internship anywhere?
Yes.
Okay, people, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So why are you in town for? What are you in town for this weekend for?
I'm here for my spring break.
Spring break. Okay.
Yes, and my brother's birthday and my family's here and everything.
So they're going out to dinner tonight somewhere?
No, no, not tonight. But tomorrow we're having like a family get together for my brother.
At the house?
Yeah, my house.
Is your dad cooking steaks or anything like that?
No, we're getting 3 chefs.
The chicken.
Yeah, the chicken.
Every time I think of 3 chefs, 15 years ago, I met 3 chefs on Bird Road. Maybe, there's one Bird Road. A-Rod was there, Alex Rodriguez. And everybody badmouthed him. There he was, eating with a friend. And he signed autographs, hugged pictures, took pictures with people. I'm going, you know, how bad media makes people out.
Mhm.
There he is. They're making him a bad guy. There he is on his own time,
Just eating his
famous as could be, eating at 3 chefs. And some kids were walking up to him. He's taking pictures, including my son. I'm
Mhm.
going, my whole perspective changed about Alex Rodriguez. And top of it all, he's a huge, successful businessman now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a few seconds. We're going to change balances for a second.
Okay.
Okay. Are you there? You paying attention?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You ready? You got to answer these quick. Don't be nervous.
Okay.
Favorite pro football team? Go.
Oh, I don't know anything about football. The Dolphins.
Okay. That's close enough. Okay. Your favorite hot dog place? There's only one hot dog place in Miami. You better know what it is. Starts with an A, has an R, has a B, it has an E-E-T-T. Arbetter's on Bird Road. Never eaten there?
No.
You have never eaten there.
No.
Your parents have cheated you.
Well, I don't really eat pork. So.
Okay. That's good enough reason. Favorite pizza place here or in Vanderbilt?
Mr. One.
It's good.
It is very good.
Okay. Your favorite taco place?
Goyo Taco, probably.
Oh, what? Where? The one on US 1, right?
No, I like the one in the Gables. Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite animal?
Probably a bear.
Do you have a dog?
I do have two dogs.
What kind of dog?
2 golden doodles.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite hamburger joint?
Locale. That's easy.
Okay. Mom's birthday. Go. Not year.
February 14th.
Dad's.
October 23rd.
Brother.
March 8th.
Wow. Yours.
June 24th.
Okay, just make sure you know. No. Okay. Your favorite chicken place? Go.
3 chefs.
Yeah, we just talked about that. Okay. In words, not sentences. What's Thanksgiving mean to you? Give me a word. Family. Give me 4 other words.
Love.
One other.
Togetherness.
Okay, good. Where do you celebrate it usually?
At my grandparents' house. At my
Where do they
dad's. They live in Hollywood.
Okay. Who's your superhero?
My mother.
Not your dad. Mom. Why?
But
Tell me why. Why your mom's a superhero?
because my mom is a very selfless person, and I think that that's a superhuman quality.
Absolutely. The magic of the mix. Why is Vanderbilt number 1? Not to you, to everybody. Vanderbilt's one of the best colleges in the country. Why?
Yeah, I think everybody. Oh, you want words or a sentence?
Sentences.
Okay. Everybody who I've met at Vanderbilt has like some particular, like very specific passion, and thing that they've like dedicated themselves to, and I think that that's kind of like the signifier of a place where a lot of smart minds get together and do good things and inform each other.
Who's your favorite teacher?
At Vanderbilt,
Yes.
Amanda Little is my favorite teacher. She's a journalist, and she teaches me right now for opinion writing. And then I did the art of blogging with her last semester.
The art of blogging?
The art of blogging, yeah. Writing blogs.
Rochelle, can we take that course? I need to learn how to blog. Okay, listen, this is exciting. I'm very happy for you. You've done 5 or 6 stories. We need to do 5 or 6 more, continuing through your graduation date. Hopefully you'll come back. When's the next break?
After I graduate.
After you graduate? We'll do another podcast talking about the future of you and the challenges. The next one will be the challenges of a college student to find a job, to find a career, because these are tough questions.
Yeah.
Do you go, questions, do you go from college to go get your master's, or do you take a year off or 2? I don't know if there's a right answer. Did both your parents go right to law school?
Yeah, both my parents.
Some people take a year off.
Yeah, I know that. I think that I don't know because I haven't applied to law school, but I think you become a more well-rounded person, a more valuable candidate.
If you take off?
If you take off and you work and you get life experience.
Well, that's a good answer. I hear with Jen. Go Vanderbilt. What's the nickname of the team?
The Commodores.
The Commodores. Everybody, have a great day. See you guys.